What if I told you that most traders don't lose because they can't read a chart? They lose because they can't read themselves. I've seen it firsthand, not just in other traders, but in myself. The biggest losses I've taken weren't technical, they were psychological. And that's exactly what Mark Douglas figured out decades ago. In 1982, he lost everything: account blown, Porsche gone, career in ruins, rock bottom. But what came next? It changed how professional traders think forever. He realized that trading wasn't about prediction, it was about perception. Not what the market does, but how we interpret it. That's the battlefield. And if you can't manage yourself, the market will manage it for you. Let me start with a hard truth most people don't want to hear. Trading looks easy, but it isn't. Sitting at home, clicking buttons, making money from your laptop, that illusion has bankrupted more traders than any bear market ever could. It feels effortless until it isn't. Mark tells a story about working with 38 brokers at Merrill Lynch. Not one of their clients was profitable, not one. And yet, they all had the same tools, the same charts, the same market access. Then, he goes down to the Chicago trading pits. Surely the pros down there had it figured out. What he saw: one trader made $3,000 in the first hour and gave it all back by lunch, plus another $2,000 every day. Because this isn't a market problem, it's a mindset problem. Most people bring life logic into trading. They think persistence pays off. It doesn't. They think being right matters. It doesn't. They think hard work means success. It doesn't. In trading, the rules are inverted. You can spend 60 hours analyzing charts and lose your entire week's profit in 10 seconds because your ego wouldn't let you take a small loss. Sound familiar? It should. You've probably sat in a trade you knew was wrong, hoping it would turn. You've probably exited too early because fear whispered it might reverse. You've blamed the market, the algos, the brokers. But here's the thing: the market didn't do anything to you. You did it to yourself. At some point, every trader has to confront the truth that Mark Douglas figured out. The market is never irrational. You are. Every price on the screen is the net result of belief, fear, greed, and uncertainty from millions of participants. It reflects collective psychology. It's not wrong. It's just brutally honest. Douglas tells a story: a penny in a urinal at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. A trader warned him not to use that stall. Bad luck. These guys were managing millions and giving their power away to superstition. And it gets worse. Traders with lucky ties, lucky underwear, lucky Chinese takeout. You laugh, but we all have our versions of this. Maybe it's blaming the news. Maybe it's skipping your stop loss just this once. Maybe it's convincing yourself that this time the rules don't apply. But it's all fear, fear disguised as logic. Here's where the real transformation begins. The market isn't a mystery, it's a mirror. Every loss is feedback. Every emotional trigger is a signal. When you freeze, hesitate, overtrade, or chase, that's not random. That's your unconscious wiring playing out in real time. And most traders, they never rewire it. They jump from system to system. Download the next magic indicator. Fill their charts with more lines than a conspiracy board, looking outward when the real answer is inward. That's why Mark laid out the 5 psychological stages of every trader. The innocent. You think it's easy. You're overconfident and underprepared. The awakening. You start losing. You blame the market, the brokers, the anything but yourself. The seeker. You become addicted to learning but not applying. More courses, more gurus, same results. The breakthrough. You realize the problem isn't your system, it's you, the master. You accept risk. You detach from outcome. You execute with discipline. You flow. Where are you right now? Be honest. I've coached traders who made millions and traders who never got past stage 2. The difference wasn't knowledge. It was self-trust. One of them couldn't hold a winning trade for more than $500 in profit. Why? Because every time he saw that number, he heard his dad's voice in his head. Who do you think you are? His subconscious was protecting him from success. Your trading thermostat, that deep belief about what you deserve, is controlling your results, not your edge, not your analysis, your internal ceiling. And until you fix that, nothing changes. Now let's talk fear, the real puppet master. Fear doesn't protect you. It programs failure. How many times have you exited at the exact wrong moment just to watch the trade turn in your favor? You didn't get out because your system told you to. You got out because your chest was tight, your breathing was shallow, your nervous system went into fight or flight. That's not trading, that's trauma. Fear hijacks your brain, literally. Your IQ drops, your ability to think shrinks. You trade like a caveman with a Bloomberg terminal, and the more you fear losing, the more you lose. The solution? Probability thinking. You stop asking, will this trade work? And you start asking, does this setup have an edge over time? One of Douglas's traders lost 20 trades in a row, calm as ever. Why? Because he knew the next 5 would make it back and more. His job wasn't to be right. His job was to execute. That's the difference between amateurs and professionals. Amateurs need to win. Professionals need to follow their rules. One's emotional, the other's statistical. One plays to feel good, the other plays to win. And this is where most people get it twisted. You don't need a perfect system, you need perfect execution. I've seen traders with average strategies print money because they followed their process without fail. And I've seen genius-level analysts blow up accounts because they couldn't click the button. Self-trust isn't about confidence. It's about discipline. It's the certainty that no matter what happens, you'll follow your plan. That's the edge. Final truth? You don't trade the market. You trade your mind. The market simply reflects who you are. Not what you know, but how you think under pressure. It doesn't care if you're smart. It cares if you're centered. The moment you stop trying to control the market and start mastering yourself is the moment everything shifts. And that's what Mark Douglas taught better than anyone. You don't become a great trader by finding the right system. You become a great trader by becoming the right person. Thanks for watching. If this hit home, comment below, I'm ready for discipline. And make sure you subscribe. I'm dropping the 21-day Trader Transformation series next week. Free, focused, and potentially life-changing. Trade smart. Train your mind. Stay sharp. Before you go, ponder this. Why are you really trading? Is it freedom? Is it validation? Is it to prove something to someone who doubted you? Because clarity about your why gives you the strength to withstand the storms. Trading is a journey. Milestones are important, but understand that it's the marathon mindset that makes you a master. As you prepare for the next session, simplify. Declutter your screens and your mind. Begin each day with a mind of calm clarity, free from yesterday's burdens. Every trader's real battle is within. But here's the secret. You already have everything you need within. The answers aren't in the charts. They're in you. It's time for you to discover them.